I think it has to be, right? That Victor matchup into Lissandra is pretty good. You can push back, you have range on her. You can farm very safely.
But, you know, the Corki's really good into Lissandra as well. But Corki AD carry has been played in the LPL, and it was an old deft favorite. I loved watching EDG in 2015 spring, and they loved to play that pick. They play with our hearts twice.
Against what Kingzone have been kind of relying on with the hyper carries and with Deft doing his thing, but a lot of pick ban mind games, I'd say, really going back and forth as Kingzone essentially throwing another rock at Griffin after Griffin say, okay, we see what you're doing. We're going to pick Vayne and Karma against you.
We'll talk a lot more about the mind games of the draft because I think it was an evolving question. The Kog'Maw was kind of gift wrapped, right? He just smashed a Vayne as Kog'Maw, but they go for the Victor bot lane instead, and that tells an interesting story. We also see the recently buffed Ornn on patch 9.6. Jace and friends are going to be quivering their boots if it gets to a teamfight phase because you can start trying to get away from the Ornn horn, but best of luck fully disengaging.
Well, this should be a fun one. Not exactly what we were expecting, but lights are up here for
and do unbelievable damage. Let's try and fight you in the early mid game and not try to scale alongside you and maybe do it worse.
Tarzan, not afraid of a fight on this Elise, comes up, is going to scan out the Jarvan, do a nice amount of poke damage as well. He's really just sticking around. He's not backing off of this one. Again, another Cocoon lands. And Rascal low himself from the Jace, and can Cuz even get away here? He's going to flash in and just kill him. Cuz decides, I'm not going to flash. You can take my life.
Hyper. And Tom Kent, understandably, is going to be way ahead of the Karma. So this is just a straight-up gold win, and it's why I was surprised that after Frostmancy was direct nerfed, i.e. you had to have both people in the lane at the same time, we saw none of it. This cleanse going to be used.
That's a really nice max range one, but they're going to continue it. No more cleanse here for Pawn, as he is going to go down. Cuz trying to trade one back, but he gets himself into a bad situation, nearly takes out Toby. But the ticking, corrupting pot is going to keep him alive. Knocked out of the air here is Rascal, who's going to desperately ult for that horn. It's Cocoon from Tarzan, who catches Pawn once again, who thought he was safe with the cleanse and the flash, but it's obviously not the case, as they were able to chase on in the 2v2 and eventually even get a bonus third kill. Kingzone going to pick up an Ocean Drake, but
it shouldn't scale against Griffin's top side is very relevant, because if it was a Kog'Maw slowly building 2 items, the game is going to be over before those 2 items are done, because your top side is already so far behind.
Look at the timing here, 1347 gets all the plates right before. So the timing to be up in the top side and look for a pick, to roll that into Rift Herald and then get the plates just on time.
It's even more dirty.
It's all calculated.
It's even more dirty because they're just about taking down the 3rd plate as the charge comes in. That means you don't have to worry about things like the armor and MR stacking that you get for being in threat range of those turrets. They just get the charge, true damage takes it down. That means Jace is even stronger. Rascal, you know, he tried to weather the storm on the Ornn. It's not working, and now he's going to be dead again, you think?
Yeah, this guy is so dead. There's no way for him to get anywhere to safety. Toby, hilariously enough, nearly does go down, but that's another. Look at this rotation. They get everybody going into the mid lane. It looked like a flank, but it was more of a take the turret with the chase. Everything is going to go wide here. As Viper gonna go invisible, doesn't have his flash, does have a stopwatch, but 4 people down here. Is he? I'm not so sure. Okay, well, Deft is gonna shut down the hopes of the Griffin fans. Everybody in the crowd is going nuts as, okay, having another turret in the mid lane.
Now, he was always gonna die there because all their summoners are up, but understandably they didn't want to use any. And yes, around the map they think another turret. There's nothing in the top or mid lane. This is like the ultimate nightmare of what this match
up here for Kingzone. He doesn't own his jungle anymore. You're not going to go past those brushes as well. When in doubt, let's try to 4-man the Lissandra. Looks like it should be able to work out here as Toby is going to flash away. Big one comes in, Chaos Storm, but that's going to be denied. Okay. Even going to go for the ult as he's trying to.
And he picks with a 3-item Corki. This game is even at IE. We'll wonder if Kingzone might be able to fight back.
definitely a dream scenario, but Griffin, a very intelligent team themselves. They know exactly what Kingzone are going to try to do to get back in this game. The lethality here on Zorn is even chunking the Ornn, but Toby gets himself into an awkward spot here. Ornn gonna come in, not gonna knock him up actually, and there it is. And now Toby, no aftershock, no ultimate, has the shield from the Karma, but that's it. And that's gonna be 2 kills that immediately go the way of Kingzone.
And this is Kingzone actually punishing Griffin, who come crashing down to earth for a bit. They totally mismanaged the comp. Your caster curse was so real on Griffin being fully aware of their strengths and their weaknesses. They played to maximize their weaknesses. What value they get out of Elise, Karma, and Vayne? They're none. And now Kingzone say, it's time to run a Baron. And what's going to happen here about this?
This game is getting spicier by the minute as, again, it is going to be 3-on-5, but you do have a lot of burst damage into Vayne, so Kingzone will take the risk here. They do have that field to zone them out, and it is going to go the way of Cuz. And Rascal is going to be the one sacrifice, so 1 kill for the Baron. Kingzone will absolutely take it.
And to Kingzone's credit, they make a clear call. Use everything to get to the Baron, use all the damage on the Baron, and kill it. That is what they do. They trust the least 1,000 gold donations to his teammates and muddies the gold lead even further. Baron buff relevant for now. This is the last minion wave with the Baron buff. Are they just going to take out a in a bot lane turret and back away Kingzone? They will basically make it an even gold game.
Looks like they're going to try for 1 extra. They still got 30 seconds on this one.
Sword has physical damage AoE AD wave clear, so because of that, they can actually hit these minions better than other comps would be able to. No Ornn just yet, and there is the first Ornn upgraded item. It is on to Paul.
There it is. So Ornn comes in. They're really pushing for this one. Only going to hit the Vayne, or rather the Karma, in the back line. Actually, it wasn't Vayne, but they do get the turret after all that play, so the zoning, that vision, and how carefully they are going to go for this one. It's not 5v3 anymore. It is Griffin that can use a couple of abilities to try to get some vision, but with the Mountain Drake and 5 people, they're going to begin this one. When does the turn come in? The answer is now, as they're gonna knock up 2 people in that corridor, but the Cataclysm is actually on the right side. Doesn't get too much damage for a long time. Toby gonna be going in, and Cuz has to be devoured, but Toby, oh man, that's a good stopwatch. It's gonna go down though in the end. Sword now gonna be forced to flash away. It's up to Viper in that front line with the burst damage of the Elise to try to win the fight. They are at least going to stop Kingzone from doing the Baron.
But you see Viper's conundrum. They don't have Sword on the Scion and Urgot, we know. They don't have a front line for Viper to just tumble in aggressively, and every time he tries, he's afraid of just being blown up by someone like Deft Upon. Both of them have insane burst, i.e. Corki and Lichbane Victor. We all know the feels there. Kingzone back on the Baron. They'll have Ornn in about 25 seconds.
All right, we're doing it again. No Ornn for now, as you did mention. Rascal's actually got TP right now. Damage is coming in. They're trying to zone away Tarzan on the left side. He's not going to be able to get close enough, and the Baron, again, is going to go the way of Kingzone. And here's the Corki in the front line. A couple of shots to the back of Lahenge. He's going to take him out. Toby going 1v4 on the other side. These fights are all over the place. Toby's going to go down, and the rest of them are being chased down like prey in the jungle. And Viper's all alone now. He's going to try to tumble to the safety, but is forced to flash away. And Kingzone might just win this game.
They're definitely going to win it, I think, Valdez. It seems hard. It's going to take multiple fights, and it might just be right now.
They're pushing on in. They've got the Baron buff. They have 5 members against just the 2. It's the most fed, and it is the 2 damage dealers, but doesn't seem to matter as the Corki is heavily online. The Vayne here tumbling with that one, but he is not going to do much here. It's only Lahenge now, and Kingzone take the throw. They catch it, and they bring it to the Game 1 victory.
And man, did we get a game that was both sides.